Coming to you today to do a video to explain and show how I created this. This is a layout that I created over on Marion Smith's Designs .blogspot.com. It's Marion Smith's Designs blog. And I did this layout of my daughter and with the motley paper, and I did some stamping of Marion stamps, and I fussy cut out some roses and added some junk and gems. And the main focus for today's video is to focus on this right here. This is a handmade flower that I made out of just satin material, polyester satin. And inside it is her luscious new pearl junk and gems. It's a pearl rhinestone center. Oh my gosh, let's see if I can get that close to you. Look at that. That is just so gorgeous. And so today I wanted to share with you how I created this flower. So let's get started. So what we're going to need today is the dies. Marion does have a bloom impressions tool, which is right here. And this tool is amazing, and I've already used it. I've taken it out quite a few bits and times. And it comes like this, and you stick the petal leaf inside here like that. And then this is the recess ball, and then you stick it on and you twist. And it comes out. Now it does, this is fabric, and see, it does come out, and it does have a shape to it, but it's fabric, so it's gonna fall right back out. So I'll figure out a tutorial for that with fabric. So I did not use this tool today, but I will have some videos soon with the bloom tool. So today's video is going to focus on Marion's dies. These are her thin wafer dies. They're really nice dies. This is the petal rose die, and I use the big thinlit die. It's very thin, but it's it cuts through fabric. It cut through two pieces of fabric. Two pieces of fabric that cut this. It's awesome. And so we're going to be using this, and we're also going to be using Marion's leaf and stamens die, and we're going to be using this large leaf here. So I've already created one for you to kind of see. This is the same thing that's on the scrapbook layout, and it shows you the back, and it's luscious already. Isn't that gorgeous? Just amazing. So let's go ahead and build. So what you're going to need to create this flower is, let me set that right there. You're going to need, well, for this flower, you're going to need 12. But I've decided I'm going to make a big flower, not just a small one. I'm going to make a big flower. So I actually have 13 petals, okay? This one, you only need 12, 6 for the bottom and 6 for the center. But I'm going to do a big one. I'm going to make a big one. So for the small one, for the 6, you only need like a 1-inch piece of felt. So to get going, you need to die cut your fabric. You need to have your leaves. Here's my leaves. You need to have at least an 1.5 to 2-inch piece of felt. Now, the key to this is you're going to need a candle. You can use any size candle you want. I don't have any handy. I've been using my tea lights. So also you want to have a pan of water on the side for in case of any fabric that catches on fire, you can dunk it in the water and it can be completely safe. So what you're going to do, we are going to melt these, actually, you know what? I'm going to do a small one. I'm going to do a tiny one. So I'm changing my mind. I am changing my mind. So I'm going to take the small one. So this one is this size. This is the big die, the big petal die, which is this, oops, right here, the big petal die. Right here. Okay. We're going to do the small one. So I'm going to take this little tiny small petal, rose petal die, and we're going to singe the edges. So I'm barely putting this near the heat. See how the heat just totally makes that curl? It's so awesome. All right, so there's one. You're gonna need 12 of these to make a flower. It can go quite fast, and you do not need to melt this little tiny stem. That's what we're gonna hot glue, so you don't need to melt that one. Now I've not made a small one, so this is my first time. So this is a trial by error. I just got a new webcam, so the reason I'm doing these videos is I'm trying out my webcam. So, and we will see if I like it or if I don't like my webcam. We will play. This is going to be a small flower, but I'm actually kind of excited to see what it's going to look like. It can get a little hot. You have to be really careful because your fingers, these are little petals, so your fingers are really close to the flame. So don't try this at home by yourself if you're a child watching this YouTube video. Please have a parent handy, or also a thing of water. You should have a thing of water handy. I have burnt 1,000 of these flowers, but I can tell you, I'm a pretty pro at burning flowers, but some fabrics do not melt. They burn. And my family knows when I've hit a fabric that I did not know was not gonna melt, because I have screamed, "Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God." It's kind of funny. Ah, it's kind of nice doing videos again. I've been not doing videos. I've just been kind of busy this winter. I did a wedding in January. Then we moved out of our house into a smaller home. And then I got really sick for like a couple months. And I'm still, I caught some virus. It was awful. It was bad. I mean, I went to doctors and doctors and doctors, and come to find out it was a rare virus. But anyway, so I'm all better. So I don't even know if this is going to go live, because this is my test. This is my test video. So if I end up putting it on YouTube, this is kind of like one of those blooper videos. You can laugh at me because I really don't know if this is going to work. And I'm talking to you like nobody's business, and because this is my first time doing a video with my webcam. And so this is my trial run. So I figured I had all these petals already laid out. I might as well just make a video really quick, test out my video, and then I'll do another video. I don't know if this will ever go live. Let's just say. So I'm doing the same thing to the leaves. My little leaf die. And this is a large one, which probably I don't need this large one on this die, but I can always just cut it down. I didn't cut any of the small leaves out because I wasn't going to do a small flower. But for my first test on my webcam, I decided to do that. So now we're all done with this. Look at all these precious little petals. We're all done with this, so I would suggest blowing it out. So have it set off to the side. So now we're going to do the fun part, and it's building the flower. We're going to build the flower, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to glue these petals onto the piece of felt. Now, to do that, I'm going to use my trusty old glue gun, which you cannot see because it doesn't reach. This new house we're in doesn't have that great of, kind of electrical. So, yeah, that's all I'll say. So I don't have a studio anymore. So I'm in my kitchen and I'm trying to figure out where I can sit and stuff. So what I'm doing is I'm putting some glue on the back side of my petal rose, and I am now placing it down onto my felt, okay? And I'm just kind of overlapping, just a hair. I'm overlapping, kind of making like a nestled petal rose. So here's my glue, and I'm just gonna stick it down. just like that. So it's going to end up looking like this. Okay. And the back side, so you can see the back side. All right. All right, let's see. Let's get that on there. So just continue going all the way around. 1, 2, 3. This is my last one. 5 and 6. So I got 6 petals. 6 petals. So now I'm going to do another 6. And I'm just going to offset on the inside. Now for some of these smaller ones, you could actually cut off a little piece of that stem that's there. That way it won't be so bulky on the inside. I tell you, I made that flower like in 15 minutes for my layout. Oh my gosh, I loved it. It was so fun. I love making these flowers. But I also love making the flowers with the bloom tool. And I will have a video up this week sometime, if not today. I will have a video soon sharing my take on Marion's bloom tool impression tool. It's gonna be fun. So I did 4, so I need 2 more to make a 6, and I might even put 1 more in the center. I'm not sure. Oops, I need another glue stick. So I'm putting some glue. I'm just reloading my glue gun. I'm gonna put a little bit of glue on there. Pull that extra that's sitting on. So I got my glue, and I'm gonna just plop that in there like that. 1 more petal for the inside. Okay, and we'll stick that one right there. Okay, so there is a smaller one. So let's put our leaves on, and I'm going to cut the little tip off the leaf because it's a big leaf. It's for the big die, and this is the small one. Now I put my glue on the inside of my leaf because it's going to go right down on top of there like that. Okay, so again I'm going to cut the end off because it's really meant for a big rose petal, and this is a small rose petal. Now I know you're all saying this is a tester, why are you talking? But because if my tester comes out good, I'm going to put the tester up on the blog, up on my YouTube channel, because hey, why not, right? Now see how this petal is kind of flopped open? I'm going to put a little piece of glue there just to help it stay closed. I don't like it that open, so I don't want it to be that far open. Okay, so then we have 1 more leaf. I'm going to snip the bottom off of that one. And we're going to put some glue on there. And we're going to offset it to this side. Okay. Don't you just love those spider web things? Oh, I love hot glue because it's instant and easy and fast and whatnot. So, you know, there's a trick to get rid of spider webs from glues, and that is to use your heat tool. And I will, before I put this on a project, I will zap it with a heat tool, but until then, they can stay on there. It's not a real biggie. So here is, this is made with 6 of the large petals. This is made with, so well, actually 12, and this is made with 12 of the tiny petals. Look how sweet and adorable that is. Isn't that adorable? I mean, that is just so precious. So we still have 2 small ones left. Now I could make them and curl them up and stick them in the center, and you know, I might do that. Let's see what I can do here. I've never done that. I'm not really good at making rosebuds. I will say I am not a pro when it comes to that. So I'm going to roll that over, okay, like that. Make the petal like that. Okay, and I'm actually going to cut this piece off because it's too big. I have no idea what I'm doing. This is me in real time playing because I have no idea what I'm doing. All right, so then we'll do that. I don't know if this is how you're supposed to make a rose petal or not, but that's the way I'm doing it. So now I'm going to put some hot glue on this little petal. If you guys could see my leg, it is covered with glue spiders. And now I'm going to roll this up. I'm going to roll it up just so it's like that. So it's made a little tiny bud. Now, I'm not a pro. I'm not a professional. So don't, you people out there who are professionals, don't rag on me because it's not a professional looking one. But it's actually really fun to play. So I've made a little bud, and I'm going to stick that little bud in the center of this. Actually, I probably should have had another flower. Could I sit that in there? I think I would need another layer. Or make it a little bit smaller. I don't know if this is going in there. I'm just trying something out here. Well, that would work. Let's try it. I'm going to do something here. Now, this is real time, people. This is not me making this up so I can show you I've done it. This is the first time I have done it. And I'm going to squeeze my little petals in on itself so it will cup and make a flower. Oh my gosh, look how cute that is now. I mean, it was cute before, but it is wicked cute now. Look at that. I made a rose. I'm so excited. It's so pretty. Look at that. Now with this big one, you could add a center. Marion Smith has beautiful Junkin Gems. This one's the cute little mixed resins with some Junkin Gems in there. How adorable is that? And then this one is also some Cabbage Rose. I think it's Cabbage Rose. Yep, Cabbage Rose resin pieces. Let's pull one out and see what it looks like in this pink one. Oh, look how pretty that would be. Look at that. That is so pretty. So there you have it. That is a little short testing video to see if it actually even works. And it did. I'm so excited that it actually worked. And I made a cute little flower. Might do another little one. Thanks.